So I really came along tonight to kind of ask for your help, I guess, in helping us kind of review our positions as research funders on this issue. Very brief potted history. So basically the Wellcome Trust, which I work for, the MRC and the BBSRC, so obviously the two major research councils working funding life sciences and medical research, have been working together for about 10 years now on dual use issues and formulating our policies. Basically our kind of work in this area is really underpinned by some I suppose common positions around the issue. So as we've spoken a bit about tonight already, the need to take risks of harm associated with research seriously, but always balance those against the potential benefits. A really sort of fundamental belief amongst the three organisations of the need for open communication and dissemination of scientific results and the importance of international collaboration in science, and a really strong belief around the importance of the scientific community being proactive in developing systems of self-governance and raising awareness amongst members on these issues. So based on those positions, three organisations published our original joint policy in 2005, and this really set out a series of sort of common agreed approaches in terms of our funding mechanisms to sort of to try to help raise awareness of these issues as part of the funding process, and something that we wanted researchers to think about, and also to hopefully help where these issues arose to ensure that they're flagged and considered as part of the funding process. So this included standard question and application forms, standard guidance for those who peer review our grants, and sort of incorporation into our guidelines around good research practice that we provide to researchers and institutions. I won't go into the kind of experience of the policy. Basically, those systems have been in place for 7-8 years now. We were very well aware of kind of the sort of changing nature of the debate on these issues, and obviously the recent discussions around gain of function work, and we essentially decided to it would be timely to review our policy and assess whether the approach we were using was right. We convened a small expert group to help us do this last year, bringing together sort of a number of expert scientists working on agents of concern together with broader ethical legal input. And essentially, as a result of conversations with the expert groups and other conversations, overarching message was that in basic terms, there was a feeling the approach we were using was about right in terms of proportionality, but there were sort of several things we could do to improve our statement and be sort of much clearer and give sort of more helpful guidance to the research community around the types of risks we were looking for in particular, and how and what kind of our expectations were around those. So we've made a number of changes to our statement in light of those things. I think the key thing is that we now have a new requirement for any risks that emerge during the course of a grant that need to be reported back to us as funders. We've tried to do a lot more to illustrate what we think self-governance looks like, and I think a really crucial point is that self-governance doesn't just mean that it's scientists who input into these discussions. It's to draw in expertise from other areas, from security experts and other types of expertise in terms of making these assessments and having processes in place to do that. We've tried to include more examples and a slightly stronger message, although lots of discussion earlier around whether it was strong enough about the need for institutions to have systems to train and raise awareness of these issues among scientists. So as my voice is fading, I will just say that we would really welcome feedback on our statement, which we're in the process of finalising. So myself and my colleagues here, Francis and Holly, will be around the session afterwards. We can share copies of the statement with anyone who is interested and who wants to comment, and we would really appreciate your comments and feedback to help us finalise and make sure that our statement is really reflecting the concerns in this area. Thanks very much. much.
Thanks, David.